What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay here, back with another one. Today we're going to be reacting to top 15 videos that scared 99% of people.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see.
So yeah, guys, before we get started, I actually did another video, right? You know, it was a funny thing. I did a video before this, right? And I forgot to stop recording the screen record. You know how pissed I was when I found out that the freaking screen record was 3 hours long, bro?
Kid never had no fun. What's happening, huh? You want some too?
I was like, man, you know what? Let me just do another whole video. I'm just gonna do another one for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Do 2. Let's get this started. Enough of me yapping, like I always say. This is loud, man.
Quite often, folks will show up here and they say, well, we spent a few days.
Number 15, Red Sack Delivery. Have you ever come across a video where you don't understand what's happening, but somehow it's seriously creepy? This video has been shared around the Indonesian internet community with no context whatsoever. It appears to be apparent security footage from the porch of a home. An unknown individual dressed as a clown carrying a sack that's covered in red walks up the porch steps. It seems he's trying to send a message, or possibly prank the homeowner, by leaving the sack and knocking on the door. The clip being shared ends shortly afterwards, leaving everybody scared, wondering what actually happened. We were able to track the footage down to YouTuber Billy the Fridge, who wrote the surveillance tape is 100% real, no faking. In reality, this was probably a prank, but not before scaring 99% of people. Number 14.
It looked like somebody came out and they cut the video. Honestly, man, that person that came out must have had a strap or something, because that kind of looked back like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. You see, it looks like a prank. Could be a prank, because he looked too worried, man. At the end, you could tell. Watch. I'll show you.
Real, no faking. In reality, this was probably a prank, but not before scaring 99.
He's like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. Oh, I gotta go. See? Freaking people, man. You gotta be careful, man. Walking up to the wrong person's house, you're gonna get
9% of people. Number 14, Lincoln City Cathedral Ghost. With only slightly more than 2,000 views, this haunted video deserves more interest. Posted in March of 2015 by YouTuber Renaissance 2001.
You see that?
The video shows a ghost outside Lincoln City Cathedral at night. As the church bells chime, the person filming the video spies something around the corner on a side of the building. It appears to be a little face. As the person starts panicking, getting slightly closer to try and capture what this is, the face disappears around the corner. He runs after to find nothing there at all. Absolutely terrifying, made even more so by the chiming of the bells. A reminder to feel for the lost souls who haunt this earth. Number 13.
You know why I get so scared about these things, man? Because growing up, well, my dad, he would say stories about like witches and stuff in the yard, like warlocks and ghosts and stuff in the yard, yo, and then it's like, bro, let's see.
Potential taking.
Crazy,
this one will stay with you long after you watch it. What would you do if you heard these sounds of horror in your neighborhood? A Ring doorbell caught this scene, considered a potential taking in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Leimert Park in November of 2019. The footage shows a vehicle pass by, and from the vehicle, screams are heard as a woman pleads for help from those outside.
Witnesses say that the getaway car was a small white hatchback.
After a potential taking was reported, this Ring doorbell footage prompted an investigation into the incident. Los Angeles Police Department officer Mike Lopez said that police who responded to the call at first found no evidence of a taking. However, this disturbing footage seems to point in that direction. The woman is crying and screaming for someone to help, repeatedly pleading for over half a minute as the vehicle passes by at around 11 p.m. When the owners of the Ring doorbell hear this, they're seen on their doorstep, looking to see what's going on. KTLA reports that a witness on the scene claims she heard a man's voice as well saying, "I'm sorry." He was pictured pulling the braided hair of the woman in the passenger seat. The vehicle then sped from the neighborhood with its rear hatch open. After the LAPD was provided the doorbell footage, they reopened the investigation and canvassed the neighborhood for clues. But as of the end of November, there have been no leads. As reported by Mercury News, let's hope this woman is found soon. Number 12, shadow figure. You know that feeling like you're being watched? Well, maybe you are.
What? Don't be talking like that, bro. Cause I be looking back sometimes, bro. Don't be talking like that, bro.
This YouTuber says that demonic activity in his home has risen to reoccurrences every 3 to 4 days. He writes, "The demon shadow figure was at the foot of my bed when I woke up, probably watching my dog and I for 8 to..."
My cat, she was like wet and she like, what are you doing?
9 minutes, then fled down the hallway and caught a black mass materializing by the door and moving towards my bedroom. And then in the lower right hand side of the video, you can see it leaving, resulting in me and my dog visibly shaken. The clip does indeed appear to show a shadow figure seeming to materialize on the wall. Whether it's demonic or not is debatable. It doesn't appear to cause any evil, although perhaps the feeling of it was insidious. The man's dog certainly looks scared enough. What do you think this shadow being wants? Could it just be a friendly ghost? Number 11, emergency. If you've ever been in an abandoned building under a state of emergency, you know how alone this man feels. With just over 28,300 views, this video titled Emergency.mp4 was published in March of 2016 by YouTuber Paul Cyrek. His description reads, "I was at hospital and woke up. Everyone left, but I found one still there after camera battery died. The hospital in the video does indeed look abandoned, making the emergency sound and eerie flashing lights all the more terrifying."
Why do I keep looking back, bro? See, this is the thing, guys. I'll let the video play for a little bit, but it's like when it's 3 minutes long, you know, I don't want to put too much time on these videos. So I'm gonna upload another one later too. So it's like I gotta skip, you know, and I'm sorry for these, you know, for, you know.
For some reason, with no one else fleeing the scene alongside you, fear is heightened, heavy breathing and heavy sighs are heard through the camera. The cameraman passes through the hospital, down a hallway, through a door around a corner, and another door and hallway. No one is there, leaving us to wonder who exactly this man found after the camera battery died. David Roman says he used to work hospital security and that he thinks this is a security guard during a fire drill, but he suggests that patients weren't evacuated for the drill. Rather, it's more likely this was a closed off wing under construction, which might explain the pallets and construction equipment spotted in the video. Something that wouldn't be found in patient areas. Seems like a valid explanation. However, it is still terrifying to think about. Number 10, haunted closet. Closets are usually harmless, but a series posted by RadLad1 has us wondering what's on the other side of that door. According to the uploader, the closet in question hasn't been altered since he moved in, but creepy occurrences keep happening with it. In the first video, he opens the door to the small closet, which has a disused TV on the ground, several hangers, and some random stuff on the shelf, including a stuffed animal. The next video is where the creepiness comes in. You can hear the door rattling slightly, and as the dude gets closer to it to examine what's going on, it slowly opens on its own and then jerks open before jerking shut. The spookiness continues with the next video, in which the man says he hears constant sounds coming from the closet. He approaches it again, and as he reaches towards the handle, a terrifying rattling is heard, causing him to jump and back away again. The last video culminates in probably the scariest happening. There is a knocking on the door and a rattling. It's heard plain as day.
Sorry about that, guys. Just, try not to get more interrupted. And let's try not to get interrupted again.
When the guy opens the door, you can see there's nothing at all inside. I think we're all thinking the same thing. It's time to move.
Yep.
Number 9. Paranormal Lodge
Definitely.
Investigation. Some haunted places hide secrets only the afterlife knows. This video is a private investigation of the Tamaqua Elks Lodge, which occurred on Saturday, September 14th, 2019. Apparently, the Elks Lodge in the town of Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, has some haunted history. Housed in a converted apartment building, there are claims that the Elks Lodge is haunted by the ghosts of 2 people who took their own lives, who resided in the previous apartments. Some claim they've heard voices and seen poltergeist activity. When the Pocono Paranormal team investigated, they caught numerous orbs and a voice that said "love you." So what did Team SCRT find? They too captured orb and light anomalies on the scene, as well as horrifying screams on the EVP. They also captured someone saying "help me."
These like nice places that be haunted too, like bowling alleys, theaters. There be some nice looking places to be haunted too. It's like, dang man, you guys always take the nice spots, man. Like go haunt a trap house or a crack house or something, right? Dang.
And another said, "come play." There are many unexplained sounds and a voice saying, "Martha, time to go." The spirit box also captured a voice responding, "I'm staying." But perhaps the creepiest point is the hazy, shadowy figures that appears to rise up beside one of the crew near the end of that video. Whatever is going on in this lodge is not something you'd want to face in the light of day. Number 8. Mother Nature. This video will deter you from ever wanting to become a sailor. The video shows a large ship on a stormy sea. From the top of the deck, massive waves swell around the ship, while the darkening sky overhead casts an even grimmier scene. The waves are so turbulent that they appear to be climbing the edge of the boat. In fact, water splashes onto the deck, the ocean spray bursting up like...
Comment down below. I think we reacted to this one in the ship one. Remember? The sea ship. Yeah. I think we reacted to those were some crazy waves, man. You guys gotta go take a look at it, man. I'll try to leave it in one of the boxes at the end of the video.
Like a geyser at the helm. There's something quietly frightening about this video. The anger and unpredictability of nature and the helplessness of being in the middle of it, tossed about by the sea. Some in the comments find it beautiful, and it is in a way, but others rightfully find it terrifying. With Redditor Buttered Muffin Toots writing, "I got seasick just watching this." Whether
Sorry.
you find this more beautiful or fearful, one thing's for sure, You'll be 100% grateful that your feet are planted firmly on land. Number 7. It's in the room. Kicking back with your friends should be carefree. What happens when something strange occurs? A bin falls or a door clatters shut without explanation. If it happens once, then you can pass it off as just an oddity. But when it happens repeatedly, it's not coincidental. You may have something paranormal on your hands. This video was posted by Creepy7 Paranormal and shows 3 guys just hanging out, lying on the floor of their room on their phones, when something flies off the corner filing cabinet, startling the 3 and causing the sleeping dude to sit up, while the item, which looks like a roll of paper, could have simply fallen from a precarious position on the cabinet. What happens next makes you think again. A larger roll of paper leaning up against a standing cupboard flips onto the floor. There's no way that this one could have fallen on its own, as it didn't fall in a natural manner. It would have had to have been lifted and tossed over. Whatever is in this room finally has all 3 boys' attention. They all sat up, with one covering his head with a blanket and the other staring in fear at the corner where the commotion is coming from. The thing is not finished. The top file cabinet drawer opens wide, and a cupboard box on the floor lifts off the ground, levitating momentarily. This causes the boys to flee, and as they do, 2 more giant rolls of paper fall to the ground. Redditor Crimson Cario writes, "What's more terrifying is the fact that these grown-up men went screaming out the room, showing how scary it must have been." While Adrian the Goat adds, "It's stuff like this that keeps me up at night." You're not alone, Goat. Number 6. In the hallway. If you've ever heard someone crying and you went to investigate, this video will make you consider the possibility that the sound is from the beyond. Posted by YouTuber Cluffo, the footage shows a man hearing a ghost girl's cry.
Did you hear that?
When he goes to investigate, walking slowly through his room to the door, he opens it to find a huddled mass in the hallway. It's hard to tell in this footage what it could be, but we'll assume for the sake of argument that it's a ghost girl huddled over in distress. The man closes the door again, and then a moment later decides to reopen it. When he does, he finds the figure standing before him at the end of the hallway, in a still and strange position. Once he realizes what he's seeing, he shuts the door quickly in fear. Those in the comments of this video feel the same way. 50 Shades of Fierce writes, "Scariest thing I've ever seen. After the 100th time, it still gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps in a near stop of the heart." Number 5.
That's crazy, bro. You know how I do. I'm gonna leave the rest for you guys to go take a look at for yourself. Leave the link down in the description box below. Let me know what you guys thought was the scariest. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Love you guys. Like I always say, man, stay positive. Until next time.